Yeah, absolutely. So, where to start? And
Right.
the turns and turns. Let me give an example of something that maybe will resonate with everyone. From more from a consumer. It doesn't matter whether it's consumer or business or anything. But there's a very big wine company in the UK. One of the biggest suppliers of wine to the to to the whole of the population, but they're selling. So their fame to claim was that one out of every five bottles of wine, especially French wines, which are drunk in this country, come through their hands, right? So 20% supply across the UK. Very nice company, brilliant at wine, absolutely amazing knowledge and passion about wine. But what was their main customer? So I was doing a strategy session for the top team, um, and and my first question was, folks, who is your customer? Who's your customer? And so they said, well, Sainsbury's and Tesco and Morrison's and so on. So they suddenly started naming, and I said, really? Aren't these your channels? Now look at the disparity here. First of all, they're looking at their customers. They have a passion for wine, but how do people buy wine, Tesco or Sainsbury, the big supermarkets? You basically, if you're looking at some very special connoisseur friends are coming, you go to the top of the shelf.
Right.
You know, if my son's friends are coming round for a football match, something, I'll go more to the lower part of the shelf, and that's how you buy wine. Through the supermarkets. So look at the disparity between the value of the market and the response that they're able to make. They had a lot better response that needed to be targeted to a better market. And I said, guys, this is not your customer. This is your channel. It's your route to your customer. Let's talk about the consumer, which is at the end. So that was a huge shift already in any way that we went to the customer. Sometimes you might have three levels before you get to but your value or the impact that you are making is on the ultimate beneficiary of what you do. Of course, you have to look after Tesco and Sainsbury like a customer, but that is our channel. So, cut a long story short, I said, folks, what would it take for people to move from a £9 bottle to an £11 bottle? Simple question. And the answer was, you know what, Sanjeev, not much. I said, what would it do to your EBITDA? Bang! Suddenly the EBITDA goes through the roof. £9 to £11, it won't take much. Your EBITDA goes through the roof. Now we started to really segment out our market. And I know segmentation is a very normal practice, but I'm talking about segmentation in a very different way. We didn't segment the market by saying, oh, people who are by age group or by wealth, or
Mm.
none of that. That's for textbooks, you know. My question was, why does anyone buy wine? This was a very different question. And then someone is saying, oh, to show off. Someone is saying to gift. Someone is saying to collect. Someone is saying to as an investment. Someone is saying just to get a bit happy, with your or relax or chill out. And now we segmented the market from the why. We calculated their value onion segment by segment. Cut a long story short, it's all spreadsheeted, this stuff. These are, we get two answers. That what we found was that in one of the most important market segments, the biggest set of values, about 10 or 12 out of the 60 values, were all around. I would shift from £9 to £11 if I knew what was in the bottle.